Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video I'm gonna talk a little bit about my story and how did I get here and who I am actually, where I'm from and all that stuff. So I'm just going through 9 questions with you. I get frequently asked a lot and yeah, I just want to answer them to just be a little bit more personal. I talk a lot about my business in my videos, I'm introducing my products, all that stuff. So I just want people to get the opportunity to get to know me a little bit closer and as well maybe to relate to my story or maybe go the same way I was going. I'm sure I can motivate some people and give you guys something on your way. So yeah, let's start with the first question. So my name is Rebecca Sophia Scott. I'm 24 years old. I was born in Fayetteville, North Carolina actually, and was raised in Germany. I went to Germany in my 3rd year of life, I would say, and yeah, started with kindergarten, was raised there, went to school there, and then with 21 I decided to move back to the United States. My heritage is I'm half black and half German. And my accent is German, obviously, because I was raised there. So I was on vacation actually in Miami in April 2017. I was traveling a lot at that time. I really loved it and I still love to travel a lot. And yeah, I was literally just deciding. I was like, okay, where do I go next? I have like a 10-day vacation, something. Okay, let's just go to Miami because I had a friend here. She was already living here, so I kind of checked in with her and asked her, oh, what's the best, where should I go, where should I stay. I rented actually a room at her friend's place, who is actually a really good friend of mine now, plus a business partner. So yeah, I got pretty lucky with that and just yeah, made my way down here. I stayed in total 8 days. These 8 days were literally one of the best days of my life, I would say. I had a lot of fun, a lot of people influenced that. So yeah, it was actually amazing and I literally decided while I was at the airport that I actually want to move to Miami. I always thought, okay, my roots are actually in the United States. I always thought I'm gonna move back in one point. I was just literally looking for the right city. I was in Los Angeles before, in Vegas before. I mean, I love it there, to be honest. I even love it a lot there since I visit back there and checked it out again. It's amazing. I'm both citizens, so I have already a US citizenship, so it's pretty easy for me to just move to the States. So I didn't really have to think about much how to get a work permit or a visa or anything like that because I'm both citizens. So that was really convenient. In that story, I already made the plan in the plane back to Germany how I'm gonna quit everything, how I'm gonna sell everything, and how fast I would be able to come back to Miami. It was pretty crazy. I think everybody who was in Miami before knows the feeling and knows the Miami addiction you get. Like, you were here one time, you wanna live here, you wanna be back, you wanna do all of that because Miami is amazing. It's always nice weather. You have the city, you have the beach, you have everything kind of. You have like the coast, you can go to the other side, to Naples, over there in 2 hours. It's beautiful, it's amazing. So why would you not live in summer for 12 months a year pretty much? So I actually moved, I mean, I already said I was on vacation here in April 2017. I actually made it in, I think, a month and some days to sell all the things I have and come back here to Miami. That was May 23rd, 2017 when I actually moved here and had my apartment here. I actually took over the apartment. I rented the room in when I was on vacation here. So I got super lucky because the person who used to live in there moved back to Germany. So they still had a lease for a few months. So I pretty much just docked in there and it was super convenient for me and super amazing because I mean, I am US citizen, but I never had a social security number ready or something like that. And they kind of always want to have that when you like want to move in a condo or anything or apartment building. They want to do a background check, they want to check you have to have like a credit score or something, at least in some buildings. So yeah, it was pretty crazy and I just literally came here. I had no idea about the United States, about anything. I had no idea how to turn my electricity on, that FPL is existing, that how I set up the Wi-Fi. I mean, some things are pretty similar, but a lot of things are totally different. I never knew a check. Like, we don't use checks in Germany. Everything goes via bank transfer. So all that stuff was like super new for me. I had to literally educate myself about so many different things. direct deposit, that you get paid bi-weekly. In Germany you get paid once a month. Stuff like that. Everything was different for me. The food was different, the groceries were different. I went to the grocery store, I paid double as much on Nutella than in Germany. So that's crazy. That was a lot of like input I had to take, and I was really excited. It was super exciting. I loved it. I was not trying to move back anytime soon or even move back in general. Like, that was not the idea. I wanted to stay in Miami. It was amazing. Of course, I already realized pretty early that I have to make a lot of money to have a good life here, because everything is super more expensive. Not only Miami, even in the United States in general, and then Miami especially. Miami is super expensive, especially if you live on the beach in South Beach, or if you live here directly in Miami where I live right now. I live exactly in Midtown, that's right between the beach and I would say Miami International Airport, so it's pretty, like, it's a good popular spot to live, and it's really beautiful. And yeah, you literally take 10 minutes to the airport. It's amazing. I think everybody would love to have that. I already saw that in the first, like in the beginnings when I first landed here, that it's gonna be a little bit harder than I thought. So I actually came down here with, I think, $8,000. It was like round about $8,000. I sold everything. I sold my car I had over there. I had a little smart car. I sold for, I think, $1,000. Then I sold my furniture and a bunch of other stuff. I like emptied my savings account. I mean, I had not a lot of savings at that time. I literally just turned 21. When I was 18, I decided to move to Berlin. So that's like about, in miles, I would say 250 miles from my hometown. I already like spent a lot of money on moving over there, and then I was 3 years in Berlin, and then I decided to move to Miami. So I kind of was finally established. I had like a nice apartment in the middle of the city, nice furniture. We just bought the furniture. We just moved in there too. In January 2017, I moved in there. We bought a $2,000 couch. We bought a $1,500 bed, all kinds of stuff. I bought a bunch of stuff. I sold for a lot less than it was worth after. But I mean, I wanted to go to Miami, right? So that was the main idea behind that. But yeah, $8,000 I thought is a lot of money, because in Germany you can pretty much live off that, I would say, for 6 months, because the rent is like really low. You pay like $600 rent. I mean, we had a 4-bedroom apartment, no, a 3-bedroom apartment in literally the middle of the city for $1,100. So that's nothing. I pay for 1 bedroom about $2,300 right now. So that's really high. Then as well, groceries are really a lot more expensive than in Germany. That was a big difference. And as well, I had to get started here. I had to pay deposit, I had to pay my first rent, I had to pay some whatever, bed sheets, little furniture, whatever you need to like get started in a new place. I literally came over here with 2 suitcases. That's it, 2 big suitcases. That's what was all I have. I literally just brought clothes over here, and now everything what I have in my place and what I bought then was like literally I bought everything step by step. I had no TV for a long time. I think I had no TV for like a year or something. So I bought everything step by step by step when I was able to afford it, because of course it's hard to like start from zero pretty much. I mean, $8,000 is nothing. I learned that pretty quick, because these $8,000 were pretty much gone in like a month or 1.5, something like that. Because, I mean, not that I'm a big spender or anything, or I'm a waster or anything like that. It was just, I was not working and I was living off these $8,000, and I had to buy food every day. I have to order Uber somewhere to go somewhere. I had to pay my first deposit for electricity, stuff like that. So yeah, that money was gone pretty quick. So yeah, getting to running out of money. My first job here in Miami was actually at Villa Azur. It's a really nice restaurant. It's a French owner and it's located on the beach. You should definitely check it out if you ever are in Miami. It's on, I think, 23rd and Collins, like when you drive in there, Villa Azur. It's amazing. They have really nice food. I got really lucky to get that job over there right away, because it was my first job in Miami and the United States. I mean, I already had a lot of experience as a server. I used to work in a fine dining restaurant in Berlin. It's really nice as well. I have a lot of suggestions if you ever go to Berlin. I'm definitely the person to ask, because I know all the spots when it comes to food over there. So yeah, Villa Azur, how I got there was pretty much, I was here on vacation and I went to eat over there, and I thought it's so amazing, it's so beautiful. Like, this restaurant was set up with this nice little terrace in the back. I mean, people from Miami know people, they're gonna go there, they're gonna see it. It's like the furniture, everything was super elegant and everything was super professional, super good service. So, and I was like, okay, like that's, if I come here, that's the place I want to work in, because I want to be in an environment where I can be around people like that and even work with people like that and work on their side of such a like successful and beautiful restaurant. So that's what I thought. I mean, I'm giving a lot of props here right now, but I really like the place and I was really happy with the people there, with the owner. The owner is really, really nice. I definitely recommend the restaurant to go to eat there if you're ever in Miami. That was my first job and I was pretty happy, and then yeah, I just decided to go my way and just experience different kinds of jobs, different kinds of venues, just to like expand my knowledge. I like to do that. I had a lot of different jobs during my life. I was working in retail, restaurants, as a bartender, as a server, as everything pretty much, because I just wanted to experience different kinds of jobs and as well just step up my knowledge, because in every restaurant I worked, even if you're a server, you may be a server in one restaurant, but you learn something else in every restaurant, because everybody is different. Every boss is different. Every server who trains you is different. Every menu is different. You learn different things. For example, I used to work at Sea Spice after. That's another nice restaurant on the water here in Miami. And I used to learn how to like cut a fish or anything, or how to like skin off a snapper or something like that. I never had that before in, for example, the steak restaurant I used to work in Berlin. So you can just add up your knowledge. Even maybe if you want to open your own restaurant, you get familiar with that stuff like that. It's pretty cool, and I always like to get different experiences. I didn't really quit my jobs because I like didn't like it there, or I didn't like the people or anything. I just got better opportunities and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make more money here and I'm gonna get more experience here. So I just changed to a different restaurant to just like step up my knowledge, because I was pretty young and I wanted to soak up everything. I don't want to be stuck in something for 10 years, what is not even my own place. Like I want to be learning and growing and everything. And of course it looks good on the resume too if you have already done a lot and you have a lot of experience in like high-end, high-class restaurants in Miami, for sure. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good question, because how do you really go from being a server and then just be like, okay, now I'm an entrepreneur? Normally it doesn't really work like that. So in my case, it was that I used to work in a nightclub and I lost my job all of a sudden. It was the first time ever in my life I lost my job, to be honest. But yeah, some things are meant to be. I just got a phone call. It was out of nowhere. I was not expecting it at all. I just moved into this amazing building I live in right now, and yeah, it's pretty pricey here with water view and everything, but I was okay, I can afford it. Yeah, so I was super excited. I got this great job. I had the plan already ready. I was saying that I'm gonna work there 6 months, have my pay stubs, and then buy a property and then rent it out and make my money and pay my mortgage. That was already my plan for my like first big investment. I was already planning that. I was like, okay, I'm gonna work in this job, I'm just gonna make as much money as I can and then do something on my own. That was always my plan. But back then, when I used to work as a server and everything, I always knew that I'm gonna get out and do something on my own, but I never had the real idea where I said like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do, that's what I'm gonna focus on, that's the right thing for me. I always had some ideas, but I never really 100% like went through, because I knew it's not gonna be the right thing for me, it's gonna get boring for me, or it's not gonna make as much money as I thought, something like that. So I was always interested in that. And the good thing is that I really worked in a lot of good venues in Miami, like high-end venues, so I can say I met a lot of people. They like really influenced my knowledge and taught me a lot. I met a lot of great people, people I look up to, people I admire for their business thrive and where they're at right now. I mean, of course, most of them are a lot older than me. I'm only 24 years old. I mean, I'm not stressing about it. I already know that I'm gonna be at this point in one point in my life for sure. Especially when you come from a small town like me. Like my town is so small, we don't even have a supermarket or anything. We literally have to take a train to go to the city to like do this, or if you have a car. Miami is a whole different level, like when it comes to that, a whole different level. Here literally you are eye to eye to celebrities. I like saw Nicki Minaj, Drake, Travis Scott, Tory Lanez, all these people you just see like right there. You at the stage is there and you are there. Like in the club, these club concerts they do, you're really close to them and you see them and you see how they like, some of them literally came from nothing and worked really hard and are there where they are, and then you just in this lifestyle where everybody dreams of. Like all my German people and German friends would like hit me up and would be like, oh my god, that's crazy, like Drake was like right in front of you and this and this and that. I mean, not that it's the most important thing to have celebrities in front of you, but it's just crazy if you can live in this lifestyle you watched in a movie your whole life. Like, I saw the Hollywood sign in a movie, and then I went to LA and saw the Hollywood sign in life, and it was like cool to like experience that. Of course, a lot of people here in Miami, a lot of people are pretty much stuck in where they are. They made a lot of money. I know bottle girls, they made like 10, 15 grand a month, literally. But they don't have any savings, or they don't have a property, or they don't have any investments in anything. Okay, but you're not getting younger. What are you gonna do if you're like 30, 35, 40? Maybe the club doesn't hire you anymore or anything because you're just too old, because they're 19, 20, 21-year-olds coming all the time. Everybody wants to work at nice clubs or anything here in Miami because they know it's a lot of money here to make. So yeah, but you have to think about your future, and you have to think about that there's something else than only the job and only the party. I was in the bank the other day, and this banker we had there, he said that 35% of NBA players are living paycheck to paycheck. Imagine, so you have literally all this money, all these $1 million contracts, even if they make so much money and everybody thinks, okay, they're so rich, 35% of them live from paycheck to paycheck. So they're nothing better than anybody else who lives from paycheck to paycheck, pretty much. You always should have different sources of income, always, anytime. I'm just talking about my personal experience. I'm not trying to like say, okay, what are the actual pros and cons of being an entrepreneur, why you should become an entrepreneur, all of that. I don't want to say that because everybody is organized different, everybody lives different, everybody thinks something else of their lives, everybody wants to make a different amount of money. So I can just talk for myself. For me personally, my pros are definitely that I can schedule my own time, because I'm able to do things what others can't do with a 9-to-5 job. Yeah, I can definitely just go and do whatever I want at any time. That's pretty cool. And I can pretty much schedule my time. If I want to work at night, if I want to work in the morning, if I want to work at noon, I can do all of that on my own. So then as well, I'm able to create the height of my paychecks. Say, okay, I want to work this and this much and make this and this money. Or maybe I just want to work 2 days a week and just make this money. So I'm pretty much responsible for it. That's a pretty good thing. So if I want to make a lot of money, I can just work really hard and like just pull out more ideas and work harder on it and just make it happen, educate myself, read books, listen to podcasts, all kind of stuff. I can just soak it all up and make money with so many different things. Because when you're in this entrepreneur mindset, like if you have the mindset of a hustler, you're not gonna lose that. You're gonna make money with anything. I'm pretty sure you can literally make money with anything. I tested it myself, and trust me, it works for sure. Yeah, another big pro is that I'm able to be my own boss. I worked a lot for a lot of different people in my life. It was not always easy for me because I'm a person, I cannot really deal with a lot of criticism or something like that. So it was already pretty hard for me to like soak it up. I'm really emotional too. I take everything personal. So if like the boss or anything would like treat me bad or like say something bad to me or be mean to me or anything, I would be always like sad. I would cry or whatever, or be angry crying or something like that. I don't know. I was pretty young too. I started working when I was 13 years old. It definitely helped me a lot because I grew up really much faster than much other people I was pretty much raised with. Because you're already working, so you're already in the work world, and you have a boss and you have somebody who tells you, okay, you have to do this and this and this and that, and everybody gives you life advice, and all these people, like your co-workers, they're already like older, like a little bit older than you. Because the good thing is I always looked already really old, so people would not think that I'm 13 when I had my first job. Like I would already look like 16, 17. So it was pretty much easier for me to like pulled it off because I wanted to work. I always wanted to work. Like since I'm 12 years old, I wanted a job so bad, but it's of course not that easy to get a job that early because you are actually still a kid. But yeah, who cares? I still made it to get a job and to work since then. So yeah, but to go back to that, yeah, it's cool to be your own boss because you can make your own decisions for your business. Of course, it's not for everybody because not everybody can be a boss. You have to be a person who can make the decisions, who can take the risk, who wants to take the risk pretty much, because you cannot be scared, you cannot be shy, you cannot do be that introvert person. You have to be out there. So if you have a product, for example, you have to get the message out there. You can't have people denying you and then be like, oh yeah, okay, I'm just gonna stop now. I'm just gonna not do this company anymore. No, it's gonna be a lot of no's. You're gonna ask a lot of people for stuff and they're gonna say no, or they're gonna disappoint you, or something is not gonna go the way you planned it. That's gonna happen. But you have to be the boss and pull it together and make the right decisions in that moment, because there's nobody else who has the net lay out for you and just takes you. You know, that's not how it is, because if you mess up in the job you work for, the boss takes the mess up, not you. I mean, you take the mess up, you maybe get written off or anything like that, but you're not gonna take the blame, you're not gonna take the financial damage of a mistake you made. When you're your own boss and have your own business, you take the damage. If you order something wrong in wherever you manufacture your product, you have to take the blame and you have to take the financial damage if something went wrong. You have to be definitely made for that. I'm pretty made for that, so I think it's a big pro. Go over to the cons. I don't want to say that everything is positive of being an entrepreneur, for sure. My biggest con is that you are your own boss, you can schedule your own time. But the thing is, you have to be the person to motivate yourself. So that's a big con, because sometimes you just want to have a day off, you just want to lay down, you just don't want to do anything. But it doesn't work like that. It literally means you have to work every day. Like the first time of your business, there's gonna be no day you're just gonna be laying on your couch the whole day. You're always gonna do something, always. I literally told myself I want to have a day off for I don't know how long. It didn't happen yet, but it always happens that I'm gonna do something. If I do research, if I reorganize my emails, if I do my Excel list for my taxes on the end of the year, if I check my Amazon accounts, how much sales I had, I check my reviews, I check how my ranking is of my product. I do all of that all the time, but it's just subconscious already, because you want to take care of your business. You have to constantly take care of your business and see that everything is okay. You have to check your bank accounts every day. You have to ship items out every day. You have to do all of that. I mean, it depends on what business you do. I'm just talking about my personal experience in what in my business is a con. It is really, really hard, but of course it pays off. I mean, I think it's much better than just going to work from 9 to 5 and then be off. I mean, that's amazing, that sounds amazing, but you're pretty much always gonna have the same paycheck for a long, long time. So another con is that you have to pretty much invest all your money. Not saying that 100% of people have to do it, but I think everybody I know who started a business, me, myself, or a bunch of entrepreneur stories I heard before, you have to pretty much invest all your money, because you have to invest all your money and your time to make it happen, because you don't really make money from somebody else anymore. You just make your own money or make more money out of your own money. That's a pretty big risk, I would say, so you have to be really smart in whatever you want to do. Of course, there are other ways to do it. You can still have your job, for example, still work your 9 to 5 job and start a business on the side and then grow it, invest a little bit money in there, and or maybe find an investor or something like that. But then it's always the thing, you have to like cut them out too, you have to pay a percentage. So you rather want to start with the highest profit. That's what I say. Me personally, I invested all my money on my own. I didn't really had an investor coming up to me and be like, hey, I got $20,000 for you, you want to do this and this. No, I made a lot of money with the business I'm doing right now and invested all this money in my products. But I mean, on the end of the day, it's gonna pay off too. So I don't really think it's a big con, because all the money I invested, I'm definitely gonna make more money on the end of the day. Okay, yeah, finally, let's get to that. What I'm actually doing right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna list it for you pretty much. So what I pretty much started off with was buying pallets of merchandise, mostly electronics, because I love electronics and they're always a lot of money, and reselling them on platforms like Amazon, eBay, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, and making a lot of profit with that. That's how I got pretty much all the cash from to launch my own products. My first product is a hookah brand, like a hookah product, but I created a hookah brand because I want to launch a lot of more products in the future. I love hookah. I always smoked hookah when I was a teenager. When I was in my young years, I literally visited a hookah bar every day when I used to live in Berlin. At one point, literally every day. Every day I was at this place and I smoked my hookah, I ate a sandwich, and I had an iced tea. And that's pretty much for 20 bucks or something, so that would be not even possible here in Miami. I think we went to a hookah bar one time and we paid like $56 for like a hookah and a pizza and some drinks. I don't know, it was it's a little bit more high priced here in the United States, but in Germany it's a thing, it's a great thing. We have hookah places all over the place. So I created Sophia Smokes. Check it out if you want to. It's a really nice brand. I'm gonna launch a lot of more products in the future very soon. And yeah, I love it. It's a passion of mine and I'm really happy with this brand. I love it. I love the product. As well, I launched a straw brand that's called Sophia Straws. You can check it out as well. I made it because I'm pretty much engaging with being eco-friendly pretty much my whole life. My mom taught me a lot of that. My mom used to literally be mad at me when I would like run the water too long or let the lights on or waste the heat or anything like that. So she already taught me my whole life that I should not waste things and not should waste products, or we even separated our trash. I mean, that's pretty much normal in Germany. I know not in the United States. I think they should do it. But in Germany, you already separate automatically paper, plastic, and biodegradable garbage, I think you call it. I grew up pretty eco-friendly and I really liked the idea of making my own straw because it's pretty nice. You can really make a change. I heard that they're gonna ban plastic straws at all, so I thought, okay, it's a pretty good idea, it's a pretty good business idea, so why not? That's why I launched my own straw brand, and I think I want to do something good with it. And as well, I want to give people the opportunity to make a change in the United States and to be more eco-friendly with that, for sure. So, and after launching my products, me and my business partner Jared decided to create a course for people to learn how to do the Amazon business, the business I first told you about, the one with buying merchandise and reselling it online. So we literally sat down for, I would say, 2 to 3 months to film the whole course, refilm parts, do everything perfect for people to understand everything really good, and give people the opportunity to start their own businesses, because I want to help people in the future and I want to make, of course, a lot of money, but as well I want to make other people money too. I want to help people and I want to give out opportunities, because I see that in the United States of America, it's so great, it's such a great and amazing country. I'm not saying anything about that, but sometimes it's really hard for people to get really started because education costs money. Like if you want to go to a good college, something like that. I mean, to be honest, I never went to college. I graduated the school in Germany. I mean, it's pretty much already college here because we have a really like crazy school system. I already had economy and all kinds of different subjects, so I pretty much learned a lot of things people learn in university now. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but it's just like that, and it's sometimes sad that if you're not interested in school like that, for me, example, I used to be like that till like 9th grade, till I realized, okay, I really gotta step it up now because I need to have a good graduation to be able to get a really good job and to make my mom proud and everything like that. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna focus on school right now. I mean, for me, it was super easy. I repeated 9th grade just to like do it again, not because I had to, but because I really wanted to have like just straight A's and B's. And I made it. I graduated amazing. Everything was super fine. I had good grades. I think you can do a lot without college education even. And that's the thing, I want to give people an opportunity. They don't have the financial resources to still get educated and to still find ways to educate yourself. You can literally educate yourself already over the internet these days. I learned so much in the past year just from YouTube, just on doing research and just on like reading books. You can do so much already. So I want to just give people the opportunity, and especially young people and as well older people, they maybe see, okay, I want to do something different in life now and I want to have something else, or I want to start my own business. I just want to be able to help people run their businesses the right way and just to be successful, that everybody can just be successful and help each other and everything. Of course, that's a pretty big thinking, but I don't know, if I can already do a little thing, if I can already do this course and show people how to start a little Amazon business, that's already a big step, because for a lot of people it means a lot. For me, it meant a lot. For me, it changed my life, I would say, because I was able to not go back and be, oh, I'm gonna be a server again or be a bartender again or anything like that. I was able to start my own business and be able to work for myself, and that's the most amazing thing whatever happened to me. So yeah, if you want to find out about the course, that was not supposed to be a sales video here or anything, I just want to get a little bit more personal. But if I caught your interest, just go on unidigitalbusiness.com and find out more about the course. You can purchase it there as well, and yeah, and get started. I hope maybe I can help some people here, they're watching, to start their own business, I would be amazed. I would be really, really happy because yeah, that's the main goal behind all of that. So yeah, just to literally train and learn how to build a Shopify store, I built a Shopify merch store. I made my own entrepreneur merchandise line. That was, I think, I already wanted to do for a pretty long time because I love how simple you can be. You can just wear sweaters. I mean, who said that? Jeff Bezos, when he was building his business, he would literally just wear black t-shirts every day to not worry and not be stressed about what he's gonna wear every day. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make a entrepreneur merchandise store with like some cool little designs to just that people can wear that every day and not worry about it and still look like kind of cool and still make their YouTube videos. So I was like, that's perfect. I'm just gonna make this merch store. I'm gonna train how to build a Shopify store, and as well I'm gonna order a bunch of clothes of it because I can wear it and it's just more comfortable. I'm actually wearing it in some videos of mine if you want to check it out. Yeah, you can go on bigbossmerch.com. I really like it. It's pretty simple, but it was pretty cool, and of course makes money. Everything makes money. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You can see I do a lot of things right now. My schedule is super packed. Trying to resource money from all kinds of different incomes because I have bigger plans in the future. I want to make more. I want to build my brand and stuff like that. So yeah, my plans for the future are definitely building my brands. I want to make my brand really big. I want to keep building it, keep having more customers, gain more customers, make more advertisement, marketing, like build it really big. As well, I want to buy a property. I want to definitely invest in bigger things. I want to get my own office. I want to have my own little warehouse with all my products, stuff like that. I want to go really big. These are my plans, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make it there by, I would say, the next year or two. I already want to get into buying a property by end of the year and invest in that. So I'm super excited. Everything is going as planned. I've been an entrepreneur now for, I would say, a little bit more than a year. It takes, of course, time. You have to learn, you have to study every day to like grow and do everything right. And especially if you have 5 different businesses, it's a little bit harder. But I mean, I'm really good at multitasking, I would say. And as well, I learn really quick, really fast. So it was not really that hard for me. Of course, it's super exhausting. I'm super exhausted every day. You cannot see it right now, but I am about to fall asleep, I think, after this video, because it is exhausting. You work all day, every day. You work at times where nobody would work. Yesterday I worked till like 7 in the morning, and then I had to get up at like 1 or something to like already do stuff again. So it is a mission and it is exhausting. I'm not saying that it's easy, but it's definitely worth it if you go through with it and make it, and then just have your own business and make so much money. Please don't forget to like this video, leave a comment if you have any more questions, or if you want to know more, I can do an additional part 2 video to that to answer more questions. And subscribe my channel for more videos, and as well to see me grow in my way of being an entrepreneur.